The balloons floated quickly up and across Farmington Lake in a last-ditch effort to fly a mass ascension on the first brisk morning of the Four Corners Balloon Rally in Flora Vista. The second annual event attracted 26 balloonists from the four-state region, with dozens of local volunteers and sightseers soaking in the thrilling panoramas. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Traeger's Bar and Distilled Beer, Wine, and Spirits. I'm Haley Upsall. It's so graceful to be blown by the wind, to go just about anywhere it carries you. It's easy to say, let's get carried away. But what about coming down at 20 miles an hour? The risk of injury from a high wind landing was the reason only experienced crews of smaller balloons flew the first and only day of the rally.
While 20 miles an hour may not sound fast to us that are usually traveling life at 60 to 80 miles an hour, open your car door and get your car up to 20 miles an hour, open the car door, and imagine landing with your face this far from the ground. And that's the potential for what could have happened today.
Modern hot air balloons rely on a mixture of propane and oxygen to generate lift. Normally, balloons carry enough fuel to travel a few hours. Luckily, a crew of individuals on the ground chases them to wherever the pilot ultimately spots a clear landing. It's not like they're hard to spot.
You just watch for them in the air and kind of track where they're going and try to anticipate where they might be.
Winds are generally calm and favorable the first hours after sunrise. An early morning of blue skies and no rain is what the pilots hope for, which happens only sometimes. Knowing if conditions are just right to fly can be a real challenge.
The only control we have is basically up and down and using the winds to get to where we want to get to safely and being able to understand weather very well to put us into good situations and just controlling the balloon at that aspect.
New Mexico State balloon champ Keith Takash performed what's called a splash and dash across the water.
We took off. I think we were the second one to launch yesterday up here at the lake. We got onto the water real soon after the shore here and did a nice long float across the lake.
Some rules for those going up in a balloon include no cell phone during the flight and the ability to stand up at length. That is, unless the passenger is special.
I am the crew chief for the POW-MIA Freedom Flight balloon. So we have a handicapped accessible basket which has the door on it, but we also have a VIP chair for those veterans or others that are wheelchair bound and would love to go on a balloon ride.
If you missed this year's Four Corners Balloon Rally in Farmington, there's still time to catch the 8th annual Animas Balloon Rally in Durango on October 20th through the 22nd. For more information on this and other stories, go to farmingtonlocal.news. Thank you for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Haley Upsall.